down there a little bit.
Okay. That's what it looks like. Maiden Voyage. That's washing those rocks pretty fast. Got good flow coming down through. They're nice even flow. That really does do a good job underneath that header box, breaking up the flow.
Yeah.
Imagine we're catching most of that fine gold in that upper one and then down in here. So yeah, I imagine we're getting a lot down in there. Got that expanded metal.
A little flex in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that miner's moss on top of vortex with expanded holding it down. We're moving that. That moves pretty fast. That moves a lot of material pretty fast, Pat.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Glad Mike's not here. He'd be complaining about how cold it is. It's only 65. Yeah. Say hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Are you cold, Mike? Shouldn't pick on Mike. Yeah, yeah, Mike. We're in t-shirts out here. Shouldn't tease Mike.
No.
Yeah, that's working good. I'll get back to digging some more material. That sprayer bar idea, Pat, and the check valve down there, the big pluses on this.
The check valve is the big one.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to pump water all the way back up the river after it drains out. All right, I'm going to go back and get some more material and start digging. But that's the maiden voyage of the world's greatest new improved rocker box. Well, it's almost springtime, so getting everything ready for the upcoming season to go out and dig some gold. This is my arsenal this year. This one here is my homemade Highbanker. Got next to it, you got my Gold Hog Mini with the extension, and then my homemade rocker box with the Whale Gusher hand pump that pumps water while I rock it. One nice feature about this that I did is my brother Pat suggested putting the check valve down here at the end of the hose. It works great. You know, that way the water doesn't flow back into the river. And I also hooked the sprayer bar up to the header box. So anyhow, this is my homemade Highbanker. I made it a little over a year ago. Used it for one season. Works great. Have made a few modifications to it. It has 96 inches of sluicing capability. I use this when I have more than one. If I'm out there with a friend or my brothers or something, I'll take this one because 2-3 people can work and feed this and have no problem. You run for hours before you have to clean out. It's 12 by 96, like I said. It's equipped with Gold Hog matting. Underneath the header in here, I have a punch plate that's about 10 inches long. I have it set at about a 12-degree pitch. Underneath it is miner's moss on top of UR matting, and then you can see right on through here how it flows down off of that, flows down, the flap lays down on there and down through scrubbers and Razorback and UR. That's matting I have in it. Right in here in the header box chamber where you throw your dirt, you can see it comes right down through there. Use this type of a setup here to just churn the water up and churn the material up in the box. Gets it all prepared to go down over the metal bars that we have here. And the rocks come out the back right there. Also have it set up that I have a couple screws here. I can hook up a dredge nozzle. I have a 2.5 inch dredge, a Hydroforce, modified Hydroforce that I modified. And like I said, I use this when I have more than one of us out there, when it's a group out there, so you can feed, you know, probably 4 or 5 tons an hour through that. It's a pretty sturdy setup. Again, I made it all by myself. The only thing I did is I had the sluice beds. The sluice bed down there was a previous 12-inch sluice that I already had. I use my Honda 1.5 inch pump for this, and it works great. The next one is my Mini, just a normal Gold Hog Mini with the extension on it. I went away from my Royal. I used to put my Royal sluice box down and through here. I went away from that. I went ahead and broke down and bought the extension. I'm really happy with it. I love the legs on it. I wish I had the same type of legs on my my homemade Highbanker, but I don't, and this works good. The Mini, the modification I did make on the Mini is I went ahead and I made a bar system instead of the laser cut. It had the laser cut Grizzly here. I like those bars a lot better, and I've used it since I put the bars in, and they work fantastic. So that's the one modification I made on it. If I'm just going out by myself, this is what I use. You know, I can put 1.5 tons, 2 tons an hour through it, which is working. So I'm out there to have fun, not trying to kill myself. And then when the regulations state that you can't use any powered equipment on the river, I have this. It's a little hand pump rocker box. I think you've seen it before, but here's how it works. Just rock it back and forth. Water's pumping in through the new and improved sprayer bar here. And you just put your material down here into the Grizzly. Got my upper mat up there. It's expanded metal on top of miner's moss on top of vortex matting. It kind of forms a fluid bed. That way I catch the fine gold. The Whale Gusher pump pumps about a half gallon a stroke. I did put a extra long handle on it. That way I'm not working myself. The shorter handle that comes with it, you really have to work hard on it. So I built my frame down here out of lightweight aluminum. I built this all out of 60 thousandths aluminum, and I did it myself, and I like it. So the rocker box itself, after it comes, the material starts to come down off of the upper chamber. You see I put a series of different types of flow obstacles in there. It's basically just 3/4 inch angled aluminum, some aluminum rods. That's what I use to hold that header area down up there. I have the aluminum angled on top of miner's moss, which is on top of vortex matting. Then after the miner's moss, I have expanded metal, 1.5 inch expanded metal on top of on top of the vortex matting, and it's all held together, down together real slick by some mounted bolts, 1-inch mounted bolts that I just unscrew these quick off and on, you know, just real fast. Only takes a couple minutes to clean your mats out that way. Anyhow, I use this when I'm no powered equipment on the river. I can move about 4 or 5 5-gallon buckets an hour. You know, find some nice gold. Real good at collecting fine gold. But that's the arsenal. I really like that rocker box. It's just a lot of fun. And the Mini, I love it when I go up on my claim by myself. On the Mini, I use my Honda WH-15. It's a high pressure water pump, but I just run it on idle. Or I'll use my Rule 3,700 gallon an hour electric pumps with a deep cell battery. And on this one here, again, my homemade Highbanker, really proud of it. Works fantastic. It's just kind of big for one person, but like I say, you get a group outing, this thing can move some material. I also use, at times, when I want silent mode, I'll use two 3,700 gallon an hour Rule pumps with a battery. Works great. I can hook them up to one battery, it lasts 2 or 3 hours. When I'm using my Rule pump on this one, I can get 4, 5, up to 6 hours on the Mini from it. It just works fantastic. And that one there, I can get out of it as long as I can keep pumping with my arm. So anyhow, that's what I got. It's springtime here in Idaho, getting ready to go out and have some fun. And it's just good to get out in the shop and get some of this stuff done. Got my winter project there. Got my extension that I'm excited to try using. And then really proud of my homemade Highbanker. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.